Hello, this is Susan with What Matters Gulf Coast. I'm your host for today, and I will be talking to our Councilman, William Carroll, as well as we'll have an interview from Tina Frank at the Independent Living Centers. Welcome to our show today. We're excited to get this information from Mr. Carroll regarding redistricting. So we're going to just, without further ado, we're going to just bring him up. One second. Bring him up and let him tell you all about it. One moment. Mr. Carroll.
Well, hey, good afternoon, and thanks again for inviting me to be on this show. It's a pleasure to be a recurring visitor, and a pleasure to be able to speak to the people in District 2 and also the city of Mobile. Most of us that have been following this redistricting and reapportionment track very closely are aware that the culmination of this whole process will take place on August 9th, which is this Tuesday at Mobile City Hall during the council meeting starting at 10:30. And first of all, let me invite all of you to come out and voice your opinion or be there and be seen and your presence felt in support of what we're hoping will be a fourth majority minority district in the city of Mobile, or a fourth black district for the city of Mobile, which has never happened before, not since 1702, but again, definitely not since 1985 when the mayor council form of government was established in the city of Mobile. What we're looking at on Tuesday is there's three proposals out there for redistricting. The mayor's map, which actually shows a possible fourth majority minority district or black district with 50.65%. And you also have the coalition's map, which involves Stand Up Mobile, the NAACP, the Ministerial Alliance, and several other community leader groups that shows District 7 at 53%. And also you have a compromise map that was somewhat put together by some council members that shows a fourth majority minority district, or again, black district, at 53.2%. So as of last week, Friday, I don't know if there was any 5 votes for any of the maps to pass, which would mean that if none passes, then we're going to, by default, fall back to the mayor's map on the 12th of August. But hopefully that won't happen, and hopefully council members have heard the constant cry or the constant request from citizens all over the city that the reapportionment redistricting match the population by representation, meaning that the population shift in the city of Mobile by the last census count shows that there's 21,000 more African Americans in the city of Mobile than any other population, which kind of suggests that the reapportionment and redistricting of the city this time should match that. When you think about it, 21,000 people are about the size of a council district. Average council district in the city of Mobile is 26,000 people right now. So when you look at that, there's a suggestion that there should be 4 minority council districts now, as opposed to 3. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the process to go through, and the process to hopefully work and work to, the point that we see something that's never happened before in the city of Mobile happen. And I'm looking forward to Tuesday. I'm looking forward to hearing from the council. And by no means am I saying or suggesting that any council member should not vote their conscience, or vote for what they think is right. I mean, wrong, or what they may think is right or wrong. Is, if you understand how I'm trying to say that. But that's where we are right now with the council redistricting. And hopefully Tuesday will be a day that our vote as a council will fall on the right side of history. So with redistricting, that's where we are. Now, there's some other things also going on in the city right now that everybody's whispering about. Now, the Civic Center and Populous. That report's getting close. We're hearing about the new facility that the Corps of Engineers intends to build on the Civic Center property, which will take up, I think, a spot of about 3.2 acres, which will take up some parking space out there. But in return, there'll also be a parking deck built out on that property beside the Civic Center. There's a timeline out that shows a lot of this that may change somewhat. It's in my newsletter. Please, if you don't have my newsletter, please send me an email at council2@cityofmobile.org and request it, and I'll send it to you where you can keep up with the things that are going on and some of the things that are looking out. In the timeline, it shows what stages we are as far as populace and them getting information to us, and what portion of time things will be going through the planning commission and trying to get out to the city. And then it shows a portion where I'm sure there'll be community input or chance for the city to, people and constituents of the city have a chance to look all those things over as we receive them, because as a council we have not received them as of yet. There's also rumors of an annexation attempt coming. I can say this, that there was conversation about it and projections about it, but there has not been any formal presentation or suggestion on annexation at this time. So we don't have anything to look at, don't have anything to discuss other than the fact that numbers and populations and things like that have been discussed, but nothing formal. But let me be frank, at some point an annexation attempt is going to come, whether it's this week, next week, 3 months from now, or 3 years from now. We're going to have to deal with some type of growth for the city of Mobile. But how we handle that growth is the most important part of it. What we accept, how large we allow the city to become, whether or not we do not allow it to grow, or if we do allow it to grow, in what path we allow it to grow. And all of those things will come to apparent. But as always, I'll be taking advice from you as the people of District 2 and also the city of Mobile, and in which direction we should go as we go through that. It will not be an in the box decision or one that's done in a vacuum without any consent or any discussion with the general public. So we're moving forward, and the city's moving forward, and I look forward to hearing from all of you as always. So as we get close to Tuesday, again, I encourage all of you to come out, no matter how this vote goes, and witness one of the most important votes taken by the city council since the forming of the mayor council form of government in the city of Mobile. Enjoyed talking to everyone on the show today. Enjoyed being here. Please let Miss Violetta know I missed her today. And Susan, if there's anything I can do between now and then, please feel
I,
free to give me a call.
I, I certainly will, Mr. Carroll, and thank you very much for being on the show today. We look forward to these changes, especially that extra seat. Okay. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and go to our next guest. We have Tina Frank with the Independent Living Centers of Mobile. Now, Miss Frank did come on early and pre-record her show, so she's going to tell us about all what their organization does and how we can support them as well.
Hello, and I'm Tina Frank from Independent Living Center. I'm one of the specialists here, along with my coworkers Samaria Austin and Lisa Daly. We work and we're collaborating with the ADPH, which is the Alabama Department of Public Health, and we are promoting the COVID vaccination. We offer kits. We offer anything pertaining to being safe. We also promote the vaccination plus the boosters, and if you need anything as far as sanitizer, gloves, masks, we'll come out to you. We'll bring you a COVID kit that we make up, and we're just here to help whoever needs help. Um, Independent Living Center is located on House Ferry, and like I said again, we are here to help. We're promoting the COVID because it is out here still, and we just encourage people to be safe, wear your mask, make sure you sanitize or wash your hands, and wear gloves when you're out in the public. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Frank. I'd like to know a little bit more about what you do with the COVID kits. Now, when did you all start issuing the COVID kits?
We began in October of 2021.
October 20. Now, how many do you think you've issued out so since then?
So far we've given out about 250.
250 of them.
Huh?
Okay. Now, what's in these kits that you give out? Tell us a little bit
Um,
about.
Basically, what's in it is things that people couldn't get in the beginning, as far as gloves, masks, sanitizer, and you have multiple masks. So you have the N95s and you have the basic ones. And then also some information about the vaccinations, about the boosters, and then it's a little bit about what Independent Living Center does.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the interview with Ms. Frank at Independent Living Center. And of course, you can support them at any time you wish. Well, that is the end of our show. And this is What Matters Gulf Coast. We hope you will join us next Sunday at 4 p.m., where we will be live and we'll have our new guests for the next Sunday. Um, Please join us, and we thank you for joining us this evening. And good afternoon.